Well, Michael Jackson.
Wow. He's in the news and he's not even alive.
Just so you know, disclaimer, I am a Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah. I saw another post
there
on
will
Facebook.
Be no bashing of Michael Jackson on this channel.
I saw you keep seeing these same postings on Facebook and other social media platforms about Michael versus Prince.
Why are they still doing that?
Michael versus Prince.
Okay, let's say this for the last time. Even though I keep saying it, I'm saying it for the last time.
I know. You're going to have to keep repeating. Because
there is no Michael versus Prince.
Right.
Okay? Prince is still in the solar system.
What do you mean?
He's high up in the solar system.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's out of this planet.
Oh. I was wondering where you were going with this. Okay.
That's like comparing Earth to the solar system.
You know what?
To all the planets in the
But you know
universe.
what? People are doing that because they are both near the high level.
Prince is
to
Earth.
be compared to, because who else are you going to put him up there and say
nobody? Stop trying to put people up there. Even Stevie Wonder said nobody compares to Michael Jackson. This guy was singing ever since he was little.
Thank you.
Stop putting Prince next to Michael. It's starting to be ridiculous now. I'm starting to just laugh. And those people who keep saying Prince, you know you lying. You just like him better.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
Yeah. And then
but in the world of humanity,
right, and
he's not over Michael Jackson.
There are two different lanes when it comes to musician and entertainment artist. Michael does not play an instrument, and we can't put him on the same level of a person who plays every instrument.
Even if you put them on, not them, but Prince, you can still make an argument Stevie Wonder is better. If you said playing different instrument, but as far as your favorite musician,
songwriting,
somebody could say, I think Stevie Wonder is better.
Right.
They're at least in the same stratosphere.
Oh, okay. Well,
quit doing that with Michael. I'm tired of it.
I know.
Take Prince. This ends every argument. If you're ever out there and you get an argument on who's better, Prince or Michael Jackson, this is your go-to. I've never heard a Prince person come back from it. Every time I've said this.
Wow. Okay.
And they never will.
Okay.
Take Prince's #1 album.
Yes.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Mm-hmm.
Take Michael Jackson's #1 album. Thriller.
Okay.
Throw them out the window.
Don't even talk about them.
Don't even talk about them. They never existed. They never wrote any of those songs. They never performed them.
Not in your head.
You've never heard of them.
No songs.
Now put Michael Jackson up against Prince. You're still singing Controversy. And I got a whole 18 decades of Michael Jackson singing. Even Ben, for God's sake.
Controversy.
Now stop it with this.
Didn't wet. Yeah, you're right.
They can't live if they can't do the color, not color purple, Purple Rain.
Yeah, it's one of the
I can still survive
with, and even if we
were without Thriller.
Thank you.
So stop it. It's not the same category.
In fact, we'll let you take 2 albums.
I'll give you that.
From Michael Jackson.
Take Purple Rain. Take their top 2. Purple Rain.
No, because you're killing the Prince people. When you take Purple Rain, that's enough. But come back at a Michael Jackson lover and take 2 of his tops. Still cream you.
I'll even give you 3 Michael Jackson albums.
That's
to take out.
That's wrong.
I'll give you 3.
Wow. That really shows how much.
Compared to 1 Prince, I'll give you 3. Let's end it.
Yeah.
Take Prince's Purple Rain and take 3 of Michael Jackson's top albums out.
What's that? Thriller, Beat It,
Off the Wall, Black and White,
whatever you want,
Dangerous.
You pull them
whatever
off.
you want. You can even go back to the Jackson 5 days and take away those ABC. I'm still running circles around you.
But you know what?
Stop with this stupid poll.
Let's do this. They may come back at you and say, only when he was by himself.
Okay, take away
Don't
3.
do it with his brothers.
Okay. Take away.
And so we'll still take away the top one.
No.
Sides.
You can take away the top 3 Michael Jackson albums.
Which ones would you use? Because when he came by
himself.
Okay,
I'll do Thriller, Off the Wall, and Black and White, or whatever. And you take away Purple Rain. I still got Dangerous. I'm still beating you. Just stop it.
Remember the time.
Just stop.
Fell in love. Okay.
It's starting to become sad at this point because it's like y'all trying. And I love Prince.
Yes.
I went to Prince's concert, the best concert you'll ever go to in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He was so funny and good. He was just, he's on stage, he's a different Prince.
Yeah. In
real life, he's weird. But on stage, he's a different Prince. He's funny. He ordered pizza for people in the audience. It was funny. The kind of musician, when you hear the first beats of the song, everybody loses their mind.
Right. We
all lost our mind.
The beginning of his music. You're right. The beginning notes.
And all he do is smile at the audience, and we just go, you know you got us, Prince.
Name that tune in 3 beats. Yeah. Nobody's knocking that.
Nobody.
No.
The best that ever did it. The best that ever did it.
Mm-hmm.
Including influence. Janet Jackson, for goodness sakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we know that.
Big influence.
Yes. But there'd be no Usher and Chris Brown and Beyonce and none of them without Michael Jackson. So let's just stop it, y'all. Stop. It's embarrassing. Stop it. I ought to answer that meme you said. I'm saying, stop this. It's embarrassing.
Stop this madness. Okay.
Now, we said all of that to say, Sony got Michael Jackson, y'all.
I asked you, who sold it?
Sony Music buys the stake in Michael Jackson's catalog, valuing rights at over $1.2 billion. The deal, which is likely worth at least $600 million that they'll probably spend, includes half of the late star's publishing and recording masters catalog. In what could be the largest valuation ever of a musician's music assets, ever. Again, embarrassing. Nobody else has paid $1 billion for somebody's catalog.
Wow.
Sony Music Group has closed an agreement to buy half. And that's not even all. That's half. They even know.
But who sold it? Who gave? I thought Michael did not want Sony to have his music.
Other sources have suggested it might be as much as $1.5 billion. At those valuations, Sony will pay at least the minimum $600 million for its stake of the legendary rights, half of his catalog.
Wow.
If this closes, it means that it will be the biggest valuation, more than $1.2 billion, than Queen. Queen, I guess, is currently seeking.
Okay.
And whereas Queen valuation includes, sources say, royalties. So you get more with the Queen sale.
Whenever that's any of their music plays.
From Bohemian Rhapsody.
Still. Whereas what Sony is doing.
They just buying the rights to it.
But
if they buy theatrical productions using Queen. So they got anything with Queen.
If they're buying the rights to it, there's no royalties included there?
Yeah, but it's him. It's his songs. Him singing or whatever. Him selling.
Not they anybody singing.
Well, here they got Bohemian Rhapsody. If it's used in a play or anything, they getting the money from it. Wow. Okay. Sony's deal with the Jackson estate does not include royalties from the Broadway play and other theatrical productions. Now we know on I want to go to Vegas and see his play on Vegas. They don't get the royalties from that. And that's been playing for several years now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you get a better deal with Queen,
the Queen's
and it's
contract.
Less money. Which tells you there's no one bigger than Michael Jackson.
I'm just surprised that they sold it. That's what he didn't want.
It may not, however, just be the Jackson's music that's involved in the deal. Sources say the current deal includes non-Jackson authored songs, which also include approximately 250 songs from Sly and the Family Stone, as well as songs written and performed by Jerry Lee Lewis, Jackie Wilson, Curtis Mayfield, Ray Charles, Percy Sledge, and Dion. Michael Jackson owned some of Percy Sledge's songs. Did you know that, Ma?
Did you know that, Ma? Ma?
She didn't know that. We didn't know that. Percy Sledge is our uncle.
We didn't know that Michael owned the rights to some of these artists' music.
Oh yeah, he bought a lot of people. I
know he wanted the Beatles.
He had the Beatles. Yes,
but
he
then
sold some
of
it.
He bought it back though. Paul McCartney, I thought, bought it back.
Yeah, he sold it before he died.
Okay.
So,
wow,
Sony.
So Sony,
they still making money off When a Man Loves a Woman.
I know. Wow.
There you know. What is that?
I don't know what there you know is. There you go.
I did not know that's a connection between Michael Jackson and my uncle.
That he had the rights to the people that had the rights, because my uncle sold his rights, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. He would only get paid when his voice was singing. But like a Bolton, David.
Some of his stuff has already been sold off. Yeah. But he has said that he did not want Sony.
He didn't want them to take ownership of his music.
So let me look. And he said they was trying to kill him. Michael Jackson says Sony was trying to kill him so they can get the rights to his music.
Like take him out.
So let's play.
I don't like to talk that much. I really don't. I prefer to perform than talk, but you know, let me just say this. The tradition of great performers and I really want you to hear what I have to say. The tradition of great performers from Sammy Davis Jr. to James Brown to Jackie Wilson to Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly. The story is usually the same, though, you know.
He didn't say Prince.
Well, Prince don't have his.
I'm just saying, he didn't say greatest. I'm just being funny.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
These guys work really hard at their craft, but the story ends the same. They usually are broken, torn, and usually just sad. And the story is very sad in the end because the companies take advantage of them. They really do. And Sony, being the artist that I am at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony, several billion, and they really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer myself would outthink them.
Yeah. Hear that and hear what's going on now, and you go, who won at the end?
My thing is, even if he had everything in place before he passed, why would the family or whoever had his estate sign over anything to Sony, even after this?
We'll tell you. Go ahead. Let him talk, for God's sake.
We can't let them get away with what they're trying to do because now I'm a free agent. I just owe Sony one more album. It's just a box set, really. It's with 2 new songs, which I've written ages ago. Because every album that I record, I write, like, literally, I'm telling you the truth, I write at least 120 songs every album. Sony, a free agent. So I own half of Sony's publishing, and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me because of it. But I just did good business, you know. But so the way they get revenge is to try and destroy my album. But I've always said, you know, good art never dies. And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Respect!
I'm not supposed to say what I'm gonna say right now, but I have to let you in on a secret.
Say it.
Please don't videotape what I'm going to say, okay? Turn that off, please. No, what? I don't mind. Tape it.
Michael is getting gangster today! Yeah.
Mariah Carey, after divorcing Tommy, came to me crying. She was crying so bad I had to hold her. And she said to me that this is an evil man. And Michael, this man follows me, she said. He taps her phones. And he's very, very evil. And she doesn't trust him. And he is a horrible human being. And we have to continue our drive until he's terminated.
Oh! There you go!
Allow him to do this to great artistry. We just can't. I just want you to know I appreciate everything you've done. You've been amazing. You're so loyal, Diana. Everybody, Waldo, all the people here, I love you all. You've been amazing.
Thank you!
I love you.
No, he said it in other things. So the bottom line,
Mariah was married to him, wasn't she?
To Tommy Mottola, yes.
The guy over Sony.
And everybody says the same stuff going on with Diddy now. These guys in the music industry, and all the entertainment.
They might as well be mobsters.
These guys in the entertainment business are horrible.
Suge, all of them.
Oh, they horrible, especially the ones at the top.
Think about all the top music people. Well, except for what's his name? You think he is?
They mobsters.
The one that kept asking Whitney Houston to come back. Him. That helped her career.
Oh, him too.
Is he kind of shady too?
Yeah, he's messed up now with Diddy. You talking about
You know what I'm saying.
I know you talking about. Never mind.
Y'all think of his name. Put it in the chat.
The one with Whitney Houston.
The one was with Whitney Houston.
Now he's been.
He groomed.
They said he groomed. Allegedly, he groomed P Diddy. Ooh. He groomed him to teach him the ropes of how to do everything he's doing now. Okay. Now but you got me thinking. I gotta find out who it is. See, I hate when you do that. Now I gotta.
Harris. No.
I hate when you do that because now I can't go on.
Well, because I'm thinking when you're talking about these top music people, he came to mind, and I was wondering if he has the same spirit as the
Clive Davis.
Clive Davis, that's it.
Clive Davis, they said allegedly is one of the ones who groomed Diddy, who taught him everything he know.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So there
Monsters
you go.
in a suit.
Mm-hmm. But Tommy was horrible. But now they are the thing that scared Michael the most
happened.
And he thought he got over on them. See, he said, I'm smarter than they are.
But I'm trying to understand, yeah, if you put everything in place before you die, even from what you're saying, who let that go? Who let them say, yes, go ahead and buy it? That's my question.
It says the Jackson estate or estimate, however, did not take into account that his popularity appears to be growing as the streaming market expands. Sales and streams of Jackson's music grew. So his estate amount is, or his worth amount is growing, even with streams. They said in 2023 it became even more popular. And with the next year Jackson biopic, remember that one with his nephew was playing him? Mm-hmm. They said it's going to probably fuel even more.
But who did he leave in charge?
It's his estate.
I'm just saying who was in charge. Because then they say there was rumors that his mom, they were not even giving her money.
It said throughout the years, Sony has paid the Jackson estate more than $2 billion in some major deals that go beyond distributing royalty for his records and his songs. In 1991, the company paid $100 million to buy the first half of what became Sony ATV Music. Well, that was the part that owned some of the Beatles. That merged into Sony's music publishing operation. So, I don't know. It says Sony's been buying up everybody in the past year.
Been trying to make money off of all these people. But people like Jay-Z and Beyonce and them, they own whatever, right?
They'll probably be selling theirs too.
But I'm just saying they don't have a situation with Sony owning their stuff. Because a lot of these artists are owning their own stuff.
I don't know. Does Beyonce own her own? I don't know.
I'm thinking with Jay-Z and how he sets up stuff.
Yeah.
He's in control.
That's true. Let's see. Wendy says, hey, girls. Hey, Wendy. Linnell says, I miss these two talents so much. Yeah. Prince and Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. Justice says, hey, everybody. The judge forced the sale. That's what Justice is saying. Forced.
Oh, forced. How is that possible?
You have to look it up.
Yeah. I'm thinking when you pass away, you put everything in place. If I'm on stage,
but then he put in there not to sell.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If I'm on stage saying I'm not going to sell to these guys.
Linnell says his estate sold it. Wendy says Michael hated Sony. Justice says you're right about that, Wendy. His mother wanted to fight it, but Blanket didn't want to appeal the decision. Oh, that's the two. That's why they in a battle. That's right. They said Miss Jackson is in battle with the Jackson estate. So Blanket is going with the Jackson estate.
They probably
could have fought that. Because you could I just showed you the video. Anybody could see the video. Michael couldn't stand Sony.
Yes, and to hear on the news that they bought his stuff.
And Justice says Clive Davis. Wendy says Clive Davis.
That don't make sense to me. I'm sorry. So something was underhandedly done. I don't know. Okay.
But just for us, just doing a surface story, we can go back and look later.
Okay.
Like what you said, Justice, that they was forced to do it. Because I was going to do a story anyway on Miss Jackson and the state fighting each other. So I'll bring it back up again. And that'll probably bring in how exactly Sony was able to do that.
What happened. Yeah.
But can y'all imagine and he also said, I'll show it on that one too. He felt like Sony was going to kill him to get his music.
Because his health wasn't too well, but the doctor, they had issues with him.
But that's not how he died. He died from that, that drug.
Overdose.
That sleeping. You're not supposed to take that without having supervision.
Yeah.
So. That's why the doctor was supposed to be there. But if he was bought by Sony,
they could have kept him. Could have kept him from going to the house.
But the thing he didn't want. That's why it says, the Bible says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul? Not saying Michael Jackson lost his soul, because we don't know where Michael Jackson went. But what that does, it tells me you can't put your stake in stuff on this earth. Because when you pass on, you can't do nothing about it. You can't do you gone.
Because even if you leave a legacy to your kids and so forth,
they can blow right through it.
They can mess it up, or they can pass away right after you. So now you don't know whose hands it's in. Because one of the songs
they can pass with you.
One of the songs that when I was in college, I went to a Christian college, so we did a lot of music when we traveled for admissions, and we sang a song called "You Can't Take It With You." Can't take it with you, yeah. Have you ever seen a hearse and a U-Haul? And that was one of the verses. And I was like, I had to think about it. Have you ever seen
a hearse?
A hearse pulling a U-Haul.
Yeah.
You can't take it with you.
Can't take it with you.
So it makes you think, whoa, I did all this on earth, all these riches, and maybe for my children, for my family, for my fans. Can't take it with you. You die and you going right back to the dust.
Yep.
So,
and to be perfectly honest, as much as I don't like Blanket going against his grandmother, it really was for him, not
for the kids.
The kids.
That's why he had the kids.
So technically, your mom is not your legacy. Your kids are. They're the ones that will take, keep his name going.
Be argued. You're right.
Because Miss Jackson is like 100 years old, almost 90-some years old. Yeah. No, she passed 90, Mom. The kid is way older than Lenore. How old is Miss Jackson? See, now I gotta look up
Miss
again.
Jackson, I am for real. Never meant to hurt you.
I'm gonna hurt your feelings in a minute, Mom.
Okay. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize. Was it a trillion times?
She's 93. Okay. My mother said, "Oh Lord." She older. She was your mom's age when she passed.
No, 95.
Oh, Grandma was 95?
95.
Oh, okay. Well, Miss Jackson ain't going nowhere. Leave her alone.
Right. She's
93.
All right, Miss Jackson.
All right, okay. So that, as much as we don't like to say it, I went on this whole rant about Michael Jackson and Prince. Same thing with Prince. They putting his song and making AI versions of him. He'd be like, the way he was with his music. He can't do nothing about it. He gone.
I'm thinking if they didn't put anything in writing, at least that can be something.
I still say they'll go around that. When you say Whoopi putting all this stuff,
well, no, it's something that's still in writing. Though.
Yeah,
maybe the legal they can try to find.
They'll figure out a way.
Here's the thing. The point I'm making. Even if they may find loopholes,
yeah,
the fact that they put it in writing.
Yeah,
Prince didn't even have a
There's
will,
a commercial. Remember, I told you this commercial with this family, and that cartoon character reminds me of Will Smith. He sounds like Will Smith, and he kind of looks like him with the big ears. Mm-hmm. Will Smith probably can't do nothing because they said that's not you. But we all know that that's supposed to be Will Smith.
Didn't you bring up a story with T.I. and the dogs that they came up with?
Oh, yeah. And they lost the case.
They lost the case.
So that's what I'm saying. We'll be doing they're going to find a way. You can put a black woman
with locks
that looks like Whoopi Goldberg and say, that's not Whoopi Goldberg. She's not the only person with locks.
Because if it's infringing on copywriting, that means it has to be exact.
But we all going to look at it and say, we all know that's Whoopi Goldberg.
You think of her when you see that character.
Yeah.
But they got to prove it in court.
You got to prove it.
So we'll see.
So that's what I'm saying. It's that. Remember that man? Remember that commercial? That man always thought he was Prince.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
He was singing real little. He make him little.
And they said that's not Prince. That was Prince. Why? We all thought of Prince.
I thought of Prince, but not like that.
Enough for you to say.
No. A lot of times, through things are influenced. You're influenced.
There's
a Prince influence.
I know.
He wasn't a black man with a ruffled shirt with curly hair.
He was a black man with curly hair.
No, he wasn't black. I think he was Latino. He was a mix, like
Prince.
No, he didn't remind me of Prince. I don't think that one.
I think so.
I get what you're saying, but no, not that.
Y'all, did the Mountain Dew man remind y'all of Prince?
No,
he reminded me of Prince.
Because you couldn't say that was Prince with the ruffled shirts and the
right
curly hair.
But that's how they do it.
Okay,
so
we'll see.
All right, so
a good lawyer can get you off and make you win the case.
Yep. Now you had a